just discovered the hidden secrets in Avengers Doomsday trailer, and that's changed everything. Hi everyone, my name is Rick. Welcome to my new Project Life channel. Here, it's where we're gonna discuss and talk about theories, technology, nerd stuffs, games, and this completely incredible world. As we already know, Avengers Doomsday is having at least one teaser trailer leaking per week in the past 4 weeks already. And here, I'm gonna break down teaser per teaser to introduce you and explain about everything, all the fan theories and all leaked stuffs that already come to us. Let's start with the first teaser, because this one is huge. The moment we see Chris Evans back as Steve Rogers, Marvel's telling us something very clear. Avengers Doomsday is not just another Avengers movie, it's a directly continuation of Endgame. And that's open a very uncomfortable question. What if the first incursion was actually Steve's fault? When Captain America chose to go back in time and live his life with Peggy Carter, he did something beautiful, but also something dangerous. The decision may have broken the nature order of the multiverse. And the teaser doesn't show Steven's return. It shows something even more important. A baby. That detail is not accidental. It makes me wonder, what if Dr. Doom is coming not just for Steve, but for that child? What if the baby is part of Doom's ultimate plan to reshape reality? To merge all universes into the one single world, the better world, coming from the comics. And this is where things get even more interesting. The teaser focus on Steve Rogers was already a big hint, but insider Daniel Rittman confirmed something very important. Peggy Carter will have a much bigger role in this movie than ever before. Haley Atwell won't just make a cameo, she will have a real purpose throughout the entire film. That means Steve's past, his love, his choice will matter. Now let's talk about the second teaser, Thor. And yes, the less hair Thor has, the more serious he becomes. Jokes aside, this teaser hits on a very emotional level. We see Thor praying to Odin, asking for strength, not to conquer, not for glory, but to survive one more battle, to defeat one more enemy, and to return home as a father. And that's the key theme Marvel is clearly pushing here. Fatherhood. Thor has a daughter, Steve has a family, and Dr. Doom is exactly the kind of villain who would weaponize that. Thor also represents something else, redemption. He's the one hero who appears across all phases of the MCU. He carried loss, guilt, and failure longer than anyone. And now, with Loki as the god of stories, imagine the emotional weight of these two meeting again. Brothers, gods, on opposite sides of destiny. That reunion alone could break hearts. Then we got the X-Men teaser, and honestly, it feels good. Seeing Sir Ian McKellen back as Eric Lannister as Magneto playing chess again, that moment is priceless. And when he speaks, it feels final, not just because of his age, but because Magneto has always been the kind of character who would make the ultimate sacrifice. I can absolutely see him choosing to die so the X-Men can live. Especially if the threat comes from Doom, or from Kang, or even from Sentinels, which are controlled by Doom or Kang. I'm betting here, guys. It's high chance to see Dr. Doom or putting a end dot in Kang and controlling the Sentinels. And that teaser finished with Cyclops, wearing the classic blue and yellow suit straight from the comics, and that breathtaking moment when he removes the Rubik's Quartz visor. No fear, no holding back, just raw power. How he is, the X-Man. To me, my X-Man. The scene alone tells us Marvel wants to honor the X-Men legacy, and finally, they give it to Cyclops the real importance he deserves. And now the fourth teaser, we see Shuri walking through the desert, saying she has lost everyone she loves. We see Talokan, we see Namor, but something is wrong. There's no water, no ocean, just desert. Then M'Baku appears, now as the king of Wakanda, and he's introducing himself to unexpected ally, Ben Green, the Thing, and he makes a joke. Wakanda and the Fantastic Four standing together. The teaser's ending promised the return of both in Avengers Doomsday, and there's one last detail that cannot be ignored. Some leaks suggested Sue Storm spends a lot of screen time with Namor, Could it become a romance like in the comics, or could Doctor Doom's force Sue into a political marriage as a part of his plan to control everything? That's the kind of twisted move Doom would make. And if that's true, then Doomsday isn't just about destruction, it's about control, family, sacrifice, and choices that can never be undone. Since as this movie is the straight sequel from Endgame, and I want to remember you here guys, this movie has the same writers from Endgame and the TV series Loki, directed by the brothers Joe and Anthony Russo. To me, this movie looks like a plan to the Marvel organize the actual scenario and prepare the future for the X-Men being the main team. But that's a theory for another video. So tell me guys, if you watch until here, write down in the comments what you think about that theory and your expectations for Avengers Doomsday. So please, I'm humble ask to you, drop the like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notifications to get in all the nerd updates in this world and in all this universe. So see you in the next video guys, huge hug, bye bye.